our children. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. And today is July 20th. It's a Monday, and our theme will be respect. July's theme is effort. That's Mrs. Dhamma's effort. Basically, that room's not going to clean itself. Nothing good happens easy. And last week we looked at charity and fetters. Today we're going to turn our attention on respect. Mondays we look to the coming week and we check, we encourage people to check the description box for this and other episodes. In about 24 hours, there will be a closed caption version of this, and that'll include a transcript. We would encourage people to take a look at that. We do guided meditation in the hopes that participants will get enough tips, have enough practice with meditation in this group that you'll feel like doing this on your own bat in your own home or garden. And for soundtrack, you can use silence. That's very good. Bird song. This time of year in Japan, we've got cicadas. Those are wonderful for meditation. But anyway, whatever you like. In our practice, the first part is samatha or serenity. That's about 10 or 12 minutes. And I'll let beginners know when we've finished with that. And then in the second part, we turn to panya or wisdom. Some people say vipassana. But it always goes in that direction. First, we get serene. Then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. We want to thank Mrs. Dhamma for today's beautiful flower arrangement. And we'd like to thank Dhamma G and Adiko and Brian and Mike, Ozzy, Sam, and Mitsuko for your support. And with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot. Spine straight, shoulders back, chin lowered. Let your hands rest in your lap or on your thighs or your knees. Thanks, Dhammaji. Close your eyes and mouth gently and imagine a ball of light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters beneath your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths for you, your own pace. When outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath. As I breathe in through my nose, watch it go down past my heart to my stomach and back out the same way. Now on Mondays, we always start with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness follows, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught that our mind creates our moods, our delusions, our obsessions, and that they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. We look at our thoughts, we examine them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. And when we do, what we discover is that we are as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. But if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, we find complete serenity. We need to say a word about the human existence. Our human life consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates. These are aspects of our experience. And the 5 are our body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And they too are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught they are like a lump of molten lead. There's no place where we can touch them without burning ourselves badly. So we look at them and let them go. This morning, please join me in a thought experiment. In your mind's eye, lift up, rise up, and look down on your head, on your skull. And on the right, you will see your monkey mind. And the monkey mind is busy flitting from one mood to another. You can see it change colors from pink to black to white to light blue to red, never steady, not one mood for very long. And on your left, you will see a battalion of self-licking ice cream cones. And they too are very busy. Mostly they are busy sucking up to the monkey mind and its ever-changing moods. And when we look at these, we can see that these too are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We need to let them go. Now, as meditators, we have 3 duties. They are mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment. Mindfulness, in this group, we pay attention. The focus of our meditation is the ball of light. We also listen to the Dhamma talk, not to become attached to it, but to let the words wash over our mind and seep into our consciousness. Our second duty is collectedness, or some people say concentration. This just means when outside issues intrude, not if. They will intrude. We look at them, we gently brush them aside and think, no, That's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our last duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now. Not next week, not the day after tomorrow. To be content, to be at one, at peace, simpatico with the universe right now. However we are right this instant is how we are. If we are restless, irritable, and discontent, that is the kind of people we are. If we are happy, joyous, and free, that is the kind of people we are. So I guess in a word, you could say respectful. We respect the universe. And if we can be respectful for just a couple of seconds in today's meditation, then this week we can string those together, add just a little more, just another breath, hold it just a little bit longer. And we look up and we go, holy cow, I haven't had an angry, resentful, fearful thought in 20 minutes. How did that happen? Well, how indeed. Now, our topic this week is going to be a deeper dive into the 4 tips that we give every Monday, which is that as we go through our week, we should be impeccable in our speech. We should not assume, and Q-tip, we should quit taking it personally, and that we should do our best. In other words, that we should treat others with respect. And this is about halfway through. If you're a beginner and you're just looking for a 10-minute meditation, the next half will be devoted to panya, or wisdom, and that might be surplus to needs, perhaps. So when we say, be impeccable in our speech, say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. What does that mean? Well, basically, we're talking about right speech, part of the Eightfold Path. It's part of sila, ethical conduct. And it means that we abstain from false speech, from malicious speech, and idle chatter. We don't sit around gossiping, assassinating the character of people we've never met, never even seen, stirring up the bad feeling, like that's possible. And the Buddha told us to be mindful. When we say what we mean, it implies that we don't run around people pleasing. We don't blow smoke up anybody's dress. Hey, Mitsuko, nice to see you too. We don't blow smoke up anybody's dress. We say what we mean. And so that we're not hiding or scheming behind weasel words. When we're talking with somebody, we think about what they're saying. We listen to them. We pay attention to them. Listen to them. And when we speak, we try to not sound like lawyers. Just be transparent. Spit it out. What do you think? The last piece of that is to don't say it mean. Well, other people have problems. Maybe they're having a bad day today. Maybe when they had a snippy response, they didn't mean it to be snippy. They were just in a hurry, or they were frustrated, or they stubbed their toe, or maybe anything. Why don't we give them the benefit of the doubt? We can temper our speech without watering it down. And there are many benefits to this. When we are straight with other people, it helps us set boundaries, and that prevents resentments by limiting my expectations and the reasonable expectations of other people. They say, do you like peppermint ice cream? And I say, no, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Doesn't mean I hate you. It means I'd rather not eat peppermint ice cream. Second, don't assume. I don't know about you. I'm a lousy mind reader. When I assume, I make an ass of you and me. I can't read your mind. And so let's respect other people by not putting words in their mouth. I mean, for crying out loud, communication is hard enough. We don't need to complicate it even more by projecting our own fears onto and delusions onto other people. When you receive an email or a message from somebody, read just the black bits. And go, oh, what they really mean is they hate me. They didn't say that. When listening to someone, don't jump to saddle them with my own junk. When I project my fears and my delusions on other people, it means I'm having an argument with myself and I'm losing. Well, that's disappointing. How about instead of projecting my feelings onto others, I let them think and speak for themselves? See how that works. Anger is what fear looks like when it's trying to hide. So let's keep that in mind, and let's not be touchy. Third, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. Whatever else the universe has on its plate this week, it really does not have time to spare torturing me. I'm just not important enough. Universe is big. N-A-Y, not about you. N-A-M-E, not about me either. We are a part of a bigger interconnected web, but we are just a small part. Let's not get too worked up about how it's conspiring against us. If I've got a chip on my shoulder, I'm going to find somebody who will knock it off. No worries, no error. And I'm walking around muttering to myself, what are they saying? Are they talking about me? Why are they like that? What about my arc? Holy cow. We got to leave that stuff alone. And finally, let's do our best. We are not responsible for our first thought, but we are responsible for our first action. So what we can do instead of overreacting is to practice patience and tolerance as we go through the week. And if we do that, we'll be shocked how the rest of the world seems to straighten up. How about that? Now, in meditation or in our daily life this week, we want to be mindful of our thoughts. We might observe, for example, my mind is thinking of an outcome that makes me look good, bad, ridiculous. Let it go. The mind is projecting fear or blaming others. The mind is in a good, bad, angry, jealous, frustrated mood. We'll let that go too. What do we know about moods? They are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Look at them and let them go. The mind is inciting me to find fault in my family, workplace, country. Let it go. Inciting is the right word. Stirring us up about stuff that's none of our business. And even if it is our business, there's nothing we can do about it. Now, mindfulness can lead to spiritual insight into our intentions, our actions on our side of the street, but it's not a license to diagnose other people or to put them on trial or to look inside their soul and find them wanting and all of that other kind of stuff that we sometimes engage in. So instead of that, it costs us nothing to do the following 12 things. For no cost at all, we can be trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. No charge. We can just go out and do it to our heart's content. So this week, as we go through our days, let's give other people the benefit of the doubt. Let's project loving kindness. If we're going to project something, make it loving kindness, not our deepest fears. Let's demonstrate a generosity of the spirit, compassion for others. Let's embody empathetic joy, taking pleasure in the accomplishments of other people, wishing them well. And equanimity. These are the 4 sublime attitudes, and these will serve us well. Now, this week, as we go through our week, if we find ourselves restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath, step into the next room, close the door, put the earphones in, cue up this recording. Imagine a ball of light an inch or 2 below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much for coming. And Dhamma Ji, thank you. And Mitsuko, also thank you. Mrs. D, thank you for a wonderful flower arrangement. Next week, our next meditation will be Friday, July 24th, and that'll be at 3:45 p.m. Japan time. And you're most welcome to come. If you're already here, you know how to get here. If you're listening later, because most people can't hit the live stream. If you're listening later, that's fine. If you'd like to join us, please go to the Daily Dhamma for July 20th today, and in the description box, you'll find a 3-part process for entering the live stream. If you've got time, we'd love to have you. By the way, Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children, that's the book upon which the YouTube channel and these meditations are primarily based. It's now available on Kindle Unlimited, so if you're a member of that, you can download that, and we hope that you do so. And thank you very much for coming, and we will see you again very soon. Namaste.